Okay, come on, listen up. Now, we gotta make a very important agreement, okay?
All right, what?
All right, now what happened yesterday was a very bad thing. Miriam almost escaped. And if she had, it would have been our fault. But we're supposed to make sure she stays put. You got it?
Yeah, but we caught her though, didn't we, Lance?
Yeah, that's right. We were very lucky. We caught her, and we're the only ones that know.
Right.
What do you think Ronnie would do if he'd have found out?
He would have got very mad with you and me.
No. Mad's not the word, Blue. So you keep your mouth shut. You understand? I don't want you to say a word.
Why?
Because if Ronnie finds out, we're going to be in very big trouble. You got that?
Yeah.
And I find out about what?
Just a minute, Janice. Let me help you. Dave!
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I thought you were the requisition clerk. She was just going to roll up a duplicator for me.
Oh, are you getting your own copying machine?
They were going to toss it out in the junk pile, but I told Lester Lewis it always worked fine for me. He was so upset he said, fine, then take it.
Amazing the efficiency of bureaucratic faux pas.
Isn't it? And now I can run off all those tests for the nursing students so that I can enjoy Christmas free and easy from at least one more headache.
Well, I wish they had been as kind to me when I was a student.
Dave, sit down, please.
Oh, there you are.
Well, thank you.
Well, I don't want to take up any of your time, Terry. I was just wondering if you heard any reports on Laurie.
Ben called me last night. I talked to Laurie on the phone.
Oh, terrific. How is she?
She was so sweet. Ben said she finally seems to be coming out of the withdrawal.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's just what I hope to hear.
Of course, she's still a little bit nervous and she doesn't remember being attacked. But according to Ben, she is more her old self than she has been since it happened.
Oh, that's great. I'd say that means that your prayers have been answered. I mean that Laurie can spend Christmas with you.
The doctor said she could probably even come home next week.
Oh, God never slumbers nor sleeps, even in the darkest hour of the darkest night. Since they're coming home so soon, I sure would like to postpone the grand opening of the Chesterfield Free Clinic until Ben gets here.
Are you that close to being ready?
Well, I unloaded some supplies just this morning, and we could easily open in a day or two.
Thank you for taking charge, Dave. Ben had just lost all interest in the clinic.
Well, don't you think that was God's timing, too?
Yeah, I think maybe it was. And when Ben and Laurie do get back, I know he's going to want to be involved to the hilt. But he very much appreciates all the help you've provided.
Yeah, still, Terry, I sure hate to open the clinic without him.
Why don't you ask Ben about that? Say, by the way, you did say that patient is going to come back, isn't he?
Oh, yes, the guy with the infection around the eye. Oh, yes, I'll definitely be there for that appointment.
What was his name again? Something Blue?
Yeah, well, Blue was his first name, Blue Nobles. Yes, it was. He had blue jeans on and a blue shirt and cap and blue running shoes, and he was certainly living up to his name.
Isn't it something how people latch on to an identity?
Excuse me, Terry, I'm here to talk with you. Remember we spoke last night and we were going to get together and talk? Well, hello, tall person. Terry, are you going to introduce us?
Don't let me interrupt, boys. Now, just what is it that I shouldn't find out about?
Oh, Ron, man, it could be a lot worse. I was just telling Blue not to say anything about us bar hopping last night. I knew better. We should have stayed in Saddleback. I know that, but Blue wouldn't know the difference, and I just thought that naturally, if he mentioned anything to you, that you wouldn't like it, you know?
You're right, I wouldn't. Where did you go, Blue?
We just went cruising.
I'm not talking to you! I'm talking to Blue. Where did you go? I said, where did you go?
Everett's.
Everett's. That's a barbecue joint.
Oh.
Or maybe you went to a barbecue joint, Then you went to a bar, then you picked up a little Barbie doll, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Don't ever let it happen again.
No, right, man. I don't plan to, Ron.
Who said you had the right to plan anything, Lance? Have you ever noticed that your best laid plans turn out to be a hazard? When I leave you in charge here, you're responsible for everything. And those are my plans. And don't ever mess around with my plans.
Right, man, it won't happen again.
Right.
How'd you like a promotion, Blue?
What?
I said a better job.
Sure.
Good. And from now on, keep an eye on Sir Lancelot here. Someday I may ask you what he's been doing while my back is turned. Here. I'm gonna make you the head toastmaster, so go ahead and propose a toast.
To Ronnie Washington.
No. To Blue.
Lance, I'm sorry, Lance.
Touch me, Miss Mason's purse. Would you do that for me, please?
Mr. Washington. Right here. I'm sorry, Lance.
There you go. Thank you. It seems that Mr. Carpenter's well enough to be coming home soon.
All right, man. When do you figure on contacting him?
Soon enough. Let's see, what we need is to find something that will convince Big Daddy Warbucks that Miriam is in our benevolent care. Smells a little like the Opera House, doesn't it, Blue?
Yeah, I think Blue's more the must type, you know?
Here we go. Here we are. And there it is.
All right. You got a license. That's perfect, Ron.
I didn't ask you for your critique. What do you think?
It's a good picture.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Isn't it about time for you to go out and check on our guest, see if she needs anything?
Right.
That's a good boy.
It's a good picture. Goodbye.
Nancy, this is Dr. Dave Phillips.
A tall doctor.
How do you do?
Dave is Ben's medical partner at the Chesterfield Clinic. Dave, this is my sister,
Nancy Lawson, and I am just thrilled to meet you. I think it's just wonderful what you're doing down there in that poor section of town. Where is that?
Yeah, Chesterfield.
Yeah, it's like Albert Schweitzer or something like that.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but thank you for the compliment.
Nancy, if you don't mind, I'd like to finish my conversation with Dr. Phillips.
Oh, well, sure, but you did want to see me, didn't you?
Yes, but it's about another matter. We won't be long.
Well, I hope not, because I've got a million things I have to do. I'm supposed to go down to the Red Cross and donate blood, actually. For the less fortunate types. I have a very rare blood type.
Oh, well, that's very noble, Mrs. Lawson.
Miss, I'm not married.
Well, in either case, I'm sure they'll welcome it.
Yeah, what is it? Type O.
Type O, O positive?
Yes, isn't that something?
Well, that's wonderful, but I think you should realize that O positive is rather common. Well, somebody must have misinformed you.
You mean it's not rare? Oh, well, it's the least I can do anyway. How long are you going to be?
Oh, look, excuse me, ladies, but I have some things to do in the hospital. I have to talk to Alex anyway.
Oh, no, please don't leave on my account.
Well, no, it's obvious that you two had a prior engagement, so it's no bother. Terry, is there any chance that you could meet me in the cafeteria when you have some time?
Well, sure, I think so. What time?
How's 1 o'clock sound?
1 o'clock would be fine.
Good. Nancy, I was glad to meet you.
Same here, Dave, and I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again. I'm often in the Chesterfield area.
Oh, well, good. See you at 1, Terry.
Right. Nancy, I wanted to talk to you about the house.
What about it?
Well, the Redlands have approached me again. Very courteously, and they asked me if we were ready to sell it.
Well, I hope you told them no. I'm still living in it.
Well, they know that, but they want me to talk to you again.
Listen, Terry, you would save us both a lot of grief if you just let them know that we're not ready to sell it. What is it about Nora's place that they like so much? Do they want a white neighborhood? I mean, why don't they do it up good and go to Edenwood or Country Club Shores or somewhere like that?
That's not what it is, so just stop it. Now, you wouldn't even be living in Mother's house if I hadn't agreed to it. How are you getting along financially?
I'm doing just fine.
Oh?
Yeah, why?
Well, it wasn't too long ago that you were asking me if you could borrow money again.
Which you so characteristically refused in your sweet Christian manner.
I refused because... Never mind.
Oh, yeah, never mind. Well, never mind about my financial situation, too, okay? I mean, if I knew that was why you wanted me to come down here, I never would have bothered.
Nancy, I happen to know that your jewelry is impounded until Tab Barron's trial. I know that Charles Carpenter has cut you off, and I know that you have a large
I told you I am doing fine.
Nancy, you could make it so much easier on yourself if you'd just be willing to sell it.
No, I don't have to sell it. I'm doing all right.
Jean and Carla Redland would take good care of it.
No, not to anyone, especially not to them.
Hey, Leon, can you warm this up?
Absolutely. But what are you doing hanging around here? Is this some holiday I don't know about?
I wish. I just didn't feel like going into work this morning.
Yeah, you hang around here much longer, it's gonna be afternoon.
Actually, you know, things have been going real good. I landed a great contract for the Canterbury office complex. But I tell you, that office is so boring sometimes. Ugh.
Well, if it's the decor you don't like, you can always tear it up like you and Russ Weaver did to my restaurant.
Come on, I told you I was sorry about that. Besides, this place looks real nice now. Huh?
Yeah, doesn't look too bad.
Yeah.
But I don't think some of my customers will ever come back.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry it had to happen here, honestly. But I tell you, it's not the decor in my office that makes my skin crawl. It's the routine. Man, I wish I was back on the sites again. You know, this office work, the same old grind day after day. Not my bag at all.
Well, there's your office assistant right there. Must have tracked you down. Hey, Pete. Vic.
Yeah, Peter does a great job. And he's real good at taking over where I leave off.
Don't let him bother you, Peter. He doesn't hurt my feelings anymore. He can't.
I'd like to belt him.
Well, listen, if you'd rather leave and go someplace else, that's fine with me.
No way. We decided to have lunch here, and we're gonna have it here if I have to force feed myself.
Peter.
I'm serious. Tired of being intimidated.
Well, good for you. I love a gutsy man.
Here he comes, ready or not. That guy sure is predictable.
Now, what's happening?
Get lost, Gil.
Loosen up, Davidson. I just came by to show my respects, you know? Like the good old times, wouldn't you say?
I meant what I said. We came in here for a private lunch. I'd like to keep it that way.
Sure, no sweat. Hi, Vicky.
Will that be all?
Well, actually, I was wondering if you're gonna give us a hand at the office this afternoon.
You ought to know you have a copy of my hours.
Sometimes I forget, you know?
I'm gonna be there this afternoon. Now, will you get lost, please?
Fine. Anything to keep my employees happy. So long.
You did it, Peter. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, he would have left anyway.
No, he wouldn't have. Didn't you see the look on his face when you told him to get lost? I love it.
Guess he did kind of look surprised. I always thought he was the Incredible Hulk or something.
Believe me, looks aren't everything.
Yeah.
You guys decided what you want yet? Yeah. We're still serving breakfast, by the way.
Oh, no, we came in here for the special cheeseburger, Leon. Right, unless you changed your mind?
No, that's it.
Okay, 2 cheeseburgers.
And 2 shakes, 1 chocolate, 1 strawberry for her.
They're good.
And french fries.
Okay, got it. Hey, you know your cheeseburgers are gonna christen my new grill. Congratulations.
What's the matter? They break that too, Leon?
No, they couldn't mess that thing up if they tried. Just died of old age. I'll be right back with the order.
I still can't believe you told Gil to get lost. That was great.
Kind of glad I did it. Might make it easier for the next time.
You stand up so well for yourself, I doubt there'll be a next time.
Nancy, I don't want to pry into your private affairs.
Oh, not much. You just want some penny-pinching account of where my income comes and goes, don't you? Well, what do you call that, public affairs?
I don't want to embarrass you, but it's no secret you're broke.
I don't have any financial problems. I mean, have I asked you for money lately?
Well, no.
Well, there you go then.
But I know that you have a large number of bills, and ignoring them won't make it go away. It'll only make it worse.
It's nothing I can't handle.
I know, but the beautiful thing is you have a ready-made solution if you would just be willing to let Mother's house go.
I wish you would stop treating me like a 2-year-old. You know, I've been on my own a heck of a lot longer than you have, and I think I can manage my own life. Thank you very much.
Nancy, did you mean it when you said you were going to go to the Red Cross?
Yeah, why? Is there something wrong with that, too?
No. It's just that I was afraid that you... Well, I thought maybe you were going to try to sell your blood.
Is that what you think? I don't believe this. I can't say anything to you anyway. I mean, you'll just think what you want to think.
Nancy, if you would tell me the truth, it would make a difference.
You want to know the truth? I'll tell you the truth. The truth is I've got nothing but a raw deal all my life, and you know it. And the closest thing I've ever had to justice was having a lousy half of Nora's house. And you're prepared to take that out from under me and give it to some black people instead of your own flesh and blood? No way!
Nancy?
You know something, Ron? The more I think about it, the more I believe in fate. I mean, look at the turn of events. I mean, first we pick up the wrong chick in Poverty Row, and she turns out to be a rich kid. Then we need a little time with no hassle, right? And perfect. Daddy's in the hospital. Then when we get ready to make our move, Papa comes home from the hospital and waits for what gives. Now that's fate, don't you think?
That's so profound. Maybe you should set it to music.
Well, you don't like the idea, huh?
Fate is another word for accident. And I don't like accidents.
Yeah, well, neither do I.
I don't like luck or coincidence or fate or anything that smacks of carelessness, Lance.
You're exactly right, Ron. You gotta get on top of things, man. You gotta make things happen. I mean, you know, you can't depend on luck. But I still say it's kind of interesting, you know, a little twist in your favor every now and then, you know? I mean, it can't hurt. I don't know. Did you fix the ransom?
Yeah, I have. But, what would you say that she's worth?
She ain't worth nothing to me. But the carpenter, I'd say she's worth about $100 grand. Is that too high?
Guess again.
200 grand.
I did a little demographic work on Carpenter's background, and he's going to come up with more like 400
grand? Wow, for one chick? God, that's about $300 an ounce.
400 grand is nothing compared to what she'd inherit. She's his only child. Now, the first thing we have to do is get the wheels in motion. Carefully. First, I'll need some pictures. A good snapshot'll do, so he'll know that she's alive.
Yeah, Blue can take care of it. He's good with a camera. Matter of fact, he's got one.
I'm aware of that. Now, I want you to get Blue to shoot Miriam holding a newspaper. the Kingsley Chronicle. And get her to smile.
Oh, sure, that's no problem. She's putty. Like I said, you know, she's real easygoing.
You might use a backdrop. That might be best, and I'll select the prints.
All right.
Oh, and Lance, don't take the negatives to the drugstore. Use Marty's lab.
All right. I get the film, we're in business.
Wait a minute, excuse me. What was that last one?
Keener Glass 2497.70.
Okay, what about the one before that?
Valley Lumber. You ready?
Yeah.
You're marking these off as we go.
Yes. Look, I'm sorry, I'm just having a hard time concentrating.
You want to take a break?
Yeah, do you mind? Maybe I'll just ring this all up again. I don't know where the problem is.
No. I don't think you have to do that. Hey, guess what? Marianne.
What?
Took Vicky to Leon's today for lunch. One of the best experiences I've ever had with her. We really got along great.
I'm glad.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just a people problem. It's nothing important.
You having trouble with Russ again?
Peter, Russ isn't the only person I know. Just mind your business.
Sorry. Want me to get you something from the machines or something?
No, thanks. Peter, what made you think it was Russ?
Hey, now I've had enough trouble with women to know the symptoms, you see.
Well, you're right. It is Russ.
Well, I see you're talking about my favorite topic again. How's old Russ the Great doing these days, Marianne?
Peter, I'm gonna run these down to Alan Randall's. Maybe he can figure out what the problem is. After all, that's what he gets paid for.
Okay.
Fickle. What's going on with Russ and her?
I don't know.
Some sworn secret, is it?
There's nothing to tell.
Is that why it's like a morgue in here? Hey, but you and Vicky, man. Were you ever burning up that booth at Leon's this afternoon? What in the world did you come here for?
Because I get paid to come here.
Do I always have to point out the obvious to you, Davidson?
Apparently. Huh? You see, I don't know why you're so surprised. You knew I was coming here today.
Oh, come on. After a sizzling lunch like that, I think you surprised Vicky more than you surprised me. You should be at her apartment right now.
Come on, cut it out. You're talking about my personal life now.
Right. But face it, Davidson, it's your personal life that needs the most help.
I ain't hurting.
I want you to score. I want you to score big. I'm all for you, buddy.
Okay, then don't talk about Vicky like that. I hate it. I don't need your help. If I need scores, I go to the press box.
What are you gonna do when you get married? Wing it?
Gil, did it ever occur to you that maybe Vicky might want to get married someday?
Not to you. She's not gonna marry any minor, but she could teach you a couple things.
Gil, will you please just shut up?
Fine. Have it your way. But I'm telling you, my way's a lot better.
Peter, what is Gil doing? Sharing some of his macho expertise with you again?
Well, somebody has to.
Who says, Gil? You? You know, I wouldn't give a dime for your expertise. You don't know the first thing about women. You know, everything that you do puts women somewhere between the status of a doormat and an X-rated movie. I may be your sister, but I'm a woman too, and I can speak for all the rest. It's about time you grew up and started treating women like human beings. We're not playthings, we're people.
What was that all about?
I don't know. But I do know one thing.
Oh, what's that, Davidson?
She's right. Hey, why don't you use this to keep score?